Hmm. Oh. Yes!
Now we're doing Under Legion. I am bringing Eager Conscripts for sure. I would like to play this with Harvest Flicker. Should be the strongest option. We got a Prickly Puffball. Love this Uber. We've got Savagery Seraph, Bloody Harvest, Strixen Hallow, and Flesh Weaver. Should be pretty good against the Flesh Weaver with a Prickly Puffball. Worm's Growth, Dripfall. Okay. Bloody Harvest Strix is difficult. So we need to make sure Strix does not get hit by a lot of little guys, or it'll make Hallow very powerful. And Hallow gains benefits on Siphon, which happens from my units dying. Unfortunately, I am Melting Remnant, and it is optimal for my units to die. Especially when I have Abyssal Prism. I'm taking Abyssal Prism. I love this item. It's so cool. Yes, we have Accumulator Flicker. Let's go. Alright, our first fight, Uriel with Ominous Acolytes. There are a few things that are going to make this tricky to do, but I think my core setup for this remains about the same. I want to have a Prickly Puffball at the bottom. I think I'm going to do Rector Flicker at the second floor, and I can have a kill floor here that focuses on using mushrooms largely. Mushrooms and dregs. We need to have a lot of things sitting here that will die. I think I saved my Gooey Flasks for later, but we can cancel that Resolve ability. Oh, I don't have a way to get through to that Collector. This all needs to ramp up a bit anyway. Okay, this gets our damage in. We don't get the Collector, but the Fallen Champion is dealt with. I can fit a Spear Steward back here. Flicker's starting to get tougher. Get a drag back here for a little bit. I'm not sure if we're on track to kill this guy. So Flicker can gain Harvest off of Mushroom Deaths. So we want to use a Mushroom Tank on that floor, and it's going to make Flicker pretty cool. Okay, I don't need a Dripfall here. I could Dripfall one of these units, maybe. Okay, so we do kill the Fallen Champion. That's good. I think I Gooey Flask here. And it makes Uriel take a ton of damage because the Prickly Puffball lives for one more exchange. Okay, we got it. Yeah, Rector Flicker having 60 health, he can just outlast this fight. We get most of our damage out of the EPK there. Entombed Explosive is pretty good with the Harvest Flicker, so I'm going to go ahead and take that. Ooh, Spawning Pods and Green Recruit are both very good. Which one can we break more easily? I'm going to take the Green Recruit, because if I get something for Molding and Sacrifice type stuff, I can play that with the Green Recruit. You could also maybe Eternalize the Green Recruit. I do want to see a Merchant of Steel. We've got two options for Merchant of Steel. The Prickly Puffball at baseline doesn't really do enough. It doesn't stay alive very well. I'm probably going to Large Stone it. Remnant Banner, get a Tycoon or a Paraffin Enforcer. I think I'd like to take a Tycoon. I'm going to Large Stone my Prickly Puffball. Let's see. I don't think I take anything else here. I think we're moving on. Let me get a Purge on one of my Shield Stewards. And we'll keep going. Let's see. We have an Energizing Flutist. I'm going to go ahead and take this Mark of Invasion, I think. I don't have a clean kill option on the Flutist, so we're going to have to play Flicker at the top floor. We're going to have not as much time as I would like to work on some enemies. Because the Flutist, I believe, has a 0 attack value. That is correct. Okay. To bring in Dreg. Conscript, Conscript. This is all going to get smacked down. If I Gooey Flask these guys, they lose all their attack value. So I can just punch out 3 of them. I will take some Pyre damage for that. This Fallen Champion's going to come up to the top, along with the Energizing Flutist, and 4 of these Forsaken. I might take some damage out of that. He does have 4 stacks of decay on him, which I think is 12 damage. Okay, let's see. Looks like we're going with a Dreg and another Gooey Flask here. It's going to let us punch through several of these guys with impunity. Unfortunately, we are going to take more leaks there. Here, I'm going to drop this, place these guys, because I don't want to redraw them. Yes, the Puffball deals with all the Spearmen, but not the Fallen Champion. So we take 2 damage there. Okay, the Flasks did help a good bit. We're already killing there. So I have the option of setting up this explosive, but I think I'm just going to drop 3 conscripts and a Dreg. I think the Puffball might be soloing Elevor. Looks like it. This unit is very good at beating this boss. Alright. Also, I'm going to raise the chat window a bit, so it's a little easier to read when you guys talk. I don't want any of these. The Infectory is very promising. As is Rot. I think I'm going to go with the Infectory. We can use that pretty well in Rector Flicker's room. Plays well with Harvest. I just got a room, so rooms and equipment is a lot less valuable. Go over here. We can get Frenzy and Speed. These do not play well with Frenzy and Speed, but I think the Cluster Kernel with Rector Flicker is pretty good. The Emerus Inoki is also kind of cool, but it might make us too tough in certain circumstances. We can't really play it with the Puffball, I don't think, either. So our deployment right now is Puffball, Tycoon, and then Flicker, and that's it. I can afford a Cluster Kernel with that, even without an energy upgrade. I have nothing to play with Frenzy Stone or Speed Stone. I'm going to take 1 reroll to see if we can get the Puffball Titan skin. Got it. Okay, I'm going to Wickstone one of my Dregs, I think. Actually, I think we Wickstone the Green Recruit. Let me do this. This promises to make him a generator. If we get him Wickstone, Eternal Stone, then he'll always be on Burnout 1, and he'll never iterate his Burnout. I have the option of doing something like Mossy Stoning the Wickless Tycoon, but I think it's not that important to me if he stays alive or not. Okay, Historian gets me a Tome. Well, Banished Tome could be used to overpack something if I wanted to get the Cluster Kernel in a more flexible way. I'm not too concerned about doing something like that, I don't think. Let me just take the Stygian Tome. Okay, moving in, I think we're really strong against the Flesh Weaver. This guy does not like to be affected by Rot, and all he has going for him is more mass. So I think we might take a couple big hits from him early on, but we probably block those shots. We got a Bogworm's Growth on this floor. I think we got 2 of them. 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I don't necessarily need to take Growth then. I can host a lot of nonsense here. Play the Puffball down here. I'm going to play the Shield Steward, I think, to lure the guy to the top for round 1. So that I have an extra setup turn on this floor. This unit is, of course, going to die. I'm going to throw down 1 Mushroom so that we can get 1 flesh off him. I'm going to do that. The Puffball should generally kill Lurking Miscreants on this floor, which is great. Get the Infectory up on this floor. I'd like a Tycoon in the back here to collect cash off of these Spearmen and Miscreants. Then we'll keep trooping up. Let's see. I suppose I'll do this. Let's see. I have the option of grip falling the boss back down, but I would want the boss to be attacking. Yeah, I think that doesn't do much for us. But I do like playing an Entombed Explosive here. We never want to silence this boss. Drip falling an enemy down here, that'll get me an option of more Harvest on this floor to power up Flicker more. This Flicker is like a little tank-oriented in his first rendition, his first level. His attack stat just doesn't scale very fast. But his later level ups work better. I think we actually just drag the Flesh Weaver down, and then that lets us slap him around a bit. Because our attack should be getting through these two without much trouble. Green Recruit is burning out. That's working as it should. Yeah, brought out 2 more Fleshlings. We'll get the Harvest triggers off of them as well. Let's see. I don't think I want a Gooey Flask here. We could maybe get away with it. Space for a Dreg. Conscript, Conscript. Yeah, I'll Flask these guys, but it makes the Lurking Miscreant not die. Okay, we got his mass down to 5 with 6 decay on him. Let's see, there's no use in toming him here. Okay, just bring out another Conscript, win with a huge Mushroom stack. Looks like the boss had about 3 interactions with Puffball. And we've got the win. I really wasn't concerned about that fight in particular. Let's see. We don't have the means to play the Great Decay yet, but we could certainly find them. And this is a really, really powerful card. Let's check on it. If I can fit an Amorous Inoki with Rector Flicker, it kind of makes a near-invincible floor, I think. Do we just go super wide? How are we scaling that floor? I don't really know. I think we're just doing more Mushroom Stack nonsense. Deathcap Profit on that same floor. Does that single-handedly fix my card draw? I mean, yeah, it does. It's pretty easy to play with Bogworms, too. Let's grab this. I think I might be taking Heaven's Light despite having Bogworm's Growth, because I think I just don't have a lot of deployables, and I really, really love Train Space. This will help me feed the Harvest floor more. Let's see. Trinkets or Magic? I don't really have anything to hit with a non-consume, so that I can play through the Great Decay. Not yet. In terms of card duplication, what can we duplicate? I could possibly duplicate the Green Recruit. I'd be more attached to this if this was the other kind of shop. I think I'm going to go over to the Celestial Alcove and see if I find a broken event. What are our big broken events? Savagery event on Puffball is a clear winner. Inscription event cannot give Eternal. It could give Reanimate. Reanimate with this Green Recruit would be pretty funny, but I'll still have to find a molding source for him later for that to really pay off. Check it out. Encased Ember's kind of neat. Departure Manifest is probably pretty good, so I can fill out cars a lot faster. I think this is really strong here. Let's check our event. It's Inscription. Okay, so is it worthy sacrifice or many lives? I'm really tempted to just take, like, a many lives green recruit and move on. It's funny. Um, can't really do, like, a fecundity puffball or anything like that. Yeah, let's go for a many lives green recruit. This turns him into kind of a troop fountain. We might need to find the little mushroom guy that gives the troop stack trample. Want to go accumulator 2. Okay, so this is still only giving 2 attack per harvest. I'll take a departure manifest, and I'm going to purge a spear steward. I'm going to purge the other spear steward as well. I'm going to purge the shield steward as well. Let's see what deployment looks like. I think I'm going to get to deploy a whole bunch of dregs. This is going to hit a little hard, but I think the puffball is good for it. Alright, I want the puffball and the wickless tycoon first of all. Then this floor is going to be flicker. I think I want the cluster kernel out immediately. I want space for the death cap prophet back, but it looks like I'm probably not going to be able to do that. Oh, whoops. That's a silly mistake. Oh, it's because Bogworm's growth snapped my camera up. That explains why the room size didn't feel right. Man, Bogworms just keeps hitting the middle floor. I can just play all of those. Yep, that's all fine. I could get this out of the way as well. We're not playing the Great Decay right now. I'm not actually ready to play it yet one way or another. Okay, for not spellcast, I have no way of getting the collector unless I dripfall this unit out of the middle. Throw the death cap prophet in the back and start providing us with cards. Let's rally up. Might as well do this. Okay. One of our star players. Let's see. Not really getting through this guy. I'll just give him another go around. So we've got our deck down to 12 cards, and we're drawing 10 per turn with this setup. So we can keep replaying whatever, which I know is going to be a factor as we go. We've also got the Great Decay, which is going to help us cut down on side. I'll just fight that normally without playing the Eager Conscripts here. Let's see. I'm going to Flask this set, I think. No, if I Flask this set, the Shield Bearer doesn't take nearly as much damage. Do this. We're going to have the Flasks in every hand anyway, so I don't think we're going to miss our chance to play them. Hey, Ajax. Do that. Then this. Should give us a decent bit more to work with. Shard. I'll take another sap. Yeah, Rector Flicker's only getting his attack up to about, what is that there, 70-something? 63? It's nowhere near enough. But we're fine here. Collecting our cash. Votivary is playable. I don't know if it's terribly good. Crushing Demise is also... I don't Crushing Demise is a little difficult to play, because we have basically no molding right now. I don't need the Votavary along with the Death Cap Prophet. The Death Cap Prophet just does that job. Pandemic is what I wanted. Okay, so now we can Great Decay to set up Pandemic. And then in our late game, we just play Pandemic a zillion times, and we win. I think I'm going to go to the Alcove and hit the Merchant of Trinkets. Seems good. Let's see. Firestone Housing. I already have a second upgrade on the Green Recruit, so lets me fit a third upgrade on the Green Recruit and the Puffball. Should be really good. I'm just going to take that and move on. Vortexing. Let me see. This is a very unimpactful Vortex. It does very little for me. Yes, let me hit one of my dregs to help me guarantee that my Departure Manifest hits what I want it to. Because I'd like to have the Green Recruit in my starting hands. Okay, I can add another boost here. This is not very beneficial. Let me go ahead and get Ascetic Penance on the Entombed Explosive. Because I don't want to fill the third slot on the Green Recruit with that. Because I'd rather get, like, Eternalize. Moving on. Okay, we got the Undying one. Are we good for this with 2 energy? Yeah, I think we're fine. Might make it a little harder to go nuts towards the end of the fight. But I'm pretty good. Okay. Get out Rector Flicker. Make sure I have the Puffball down. If I play the Entombed Explosive straight away, I can get the Ember to deploy the Cluster Kernel. As well as the Death Cap Prophet right away. Yeah, so now we have 8 card draw on turn 1. We just have to deal with a little bit of Ember Drain. I mean, it's gonna drain our Ember entirely for a moment. So we have just 16 cards total in our deck. Play this Infectory. Still no energy for me, so I'm still Ember Drained out. This guy's going through with a lot of his health left. But I'll probably draw a Drift Ball for him. There's one. So that brings him on down. I want to play things behind the tomb. So the tomb does eventually get killed. Oh, I didn't realize that rooting or dazing the Collector makes him sit there. I still don't have the means to collect him either way. Let me make the troop stack bigger. It's going to be difficult for me to kill off this explosive. Seven decay stacks really is not enough for me to get you yet. I'm going to Great Decay, pull him down. I'm going to play this so that I can cast through the Sap effect. And just bring out those troops. Okay. Oh, you're living by 3? Come on. Give me a break. Dripfall you. Pandemic you. Conscript, Shard. We don't play the Gooey Flasks here, so we can play them on the boss. And now our hand is slowly going to turn into a pile of Pandemics. Let's see. I think I need a Pandemic you on the top 4 here. If you are still alive, that's a bit of a problem. I definitely don't have another Drip Fall. which case I'll have to flask him to avoid taking too much fire damage. Since those guys also benefit from Harvest, my game plan happens to keep him a lot. I have to make sure we don't leak him. Oh, right. If it's just one pandemic, it just recycles itself. We don't profit pandemics. I need to give it something like Spell Chain. Or play it from Emote Tome or something. So that we build up more and more pandemics as we go. As is, we just get to a situation where it's my only card, which doesn't do that much. Remnant Host is good for feeding harvests. So I'll take him. It's fine. Cheery Deathcap and Waxcap are both pretty good. I'm going to take Cheery Deathcap to help me push more damage. Definitely need more damage. I need to go to a Merchant of Magic to upgrade my Pandemics more than I need a Merchant of Steel to finish my Green Recruits upgrades. There's Spell Chain. We get the Spell Chain Pandemic. None of these are necessary. I could optionally Freeze Stone the Great Decay to help me play it when I want it to. Yeah, we definitely need more going. Yeah, I'm going to Freeze Stone the Great Decay. I have good control over when I'm playing that. We could double stack the Pandemic. Let me double stack the Pandemic. Seems fun. Let's see. I don't think I need a holdover here. We don't need discounts. So we're moving on. Let's check the event. Ooh, Endless. Pretty sure that here we get this upgrade to Endless the Green Recruit. And now we have like a never-ending troop stack. I could also put this on the Prickly Puffball, in the hopes that it gives him better stats. But I think my preference for the Prickly Puffball is that we take a third upgrade to just give him Dualism or even more health or something. I can check the map from here, right? Okay. The Merchant of Magic is no longer necessary. These Merchants of Steel are both pretty strong, so I think that's my preferred direction. Which is a shame, because the Unstable Vortexes really aren't necessary. This Merchant of Arms might be a better option than this Merchant of Steel, depending on what I get. But, yeah, I think I'm going to put this on the Green Recruit, and trust that I can Merchant of Steel something better onto the Puffball. Now, we're not cleanly killing Savagery's Chosen Assassins. Because they multi-strike, they have 50 health, so the Prickly Puffball applies Decay 10 to them, which is 30 damage. It needs to be a Dualism Puffball to be able to kill that unit type. I might be able to help him out using Pandemic shenanigans, though. We have to see what happens. The followers are unfortunate chaff. I'll probably remove them momentarily. Let's see. I didn't draw into much energy stuff. I think I'll bring out the Death Cap to Profit here so that I can use Regs to rally draw on my first turn. And we'll play these up here as distractions. Unfortunately, Hallow will get a Siphon from killing these, but, you know, can't really stop it. We'll play the Green Recruit wherever. I want Witless Tycoon in. I cannot actually play that. That's wild. I need to wait for things to die. Does that block the Cluster Kernel, too? Honestly, we don't want that. Oh, no, I can't do... Oh, wait. That's not that big a deal. It'll wear off. I forgot I have Abyssal Prism that, like, is really punishing to me. But It was not an important turn for them. Like, oh, wait, is that okay? Can we do that? Yeah, it's fine. Let's see. I can't play the Entombed Explosive here, but I can play it here. I can bring in the Cheery Death Cap on this floor. It deals with the cycle, gets some important decay on Hallow, so I like that. Just play you up here. I'm gonna hold this Drip Ball. $40 decay. As a revenge effect, we're going to trigger the revenge effect at least once per turn with decay. I'd like to suppress her revenge, because she's going to get multi-strike by this follower. It's going to be an annoying amount of value if I let that go through. This is fine. We have some space here. I'll play a Remnant Host. Let's see. Time to throw flasks. Pandemics as we have them. That guy's dead. Nah, I'm gonna drip ball you. I do want her to hit for some damage to pick up more decay here. So I'm going to focus my pandemics onto you. To decay 74, sap 19. We hold the drip ball. I'm going to be taking damage from these vengeful shards very routinely. Since my deck is so small, we'll just be redrawing them all the time. Bring you in, you're dying, that's good. I'm definitely taking energy after this fight to help me play more Pandemics and Vengeful Shards. I noticed that only the original Pandemic has Spell Chain, but the others still have Double Stack. That's kind of cute. I don't really need you to be attacking here, do I? 73 decay versus 48 decay. 80 decay. Oh, you're going to heal Strix. Let's say no to that. These guys are going to have 0 attack for a long while in Relentless Combat. Sap's pretty powerful. As a matter of fact, I think we can slow down a bit. Do I want you to hit the puffball? Doesn't matter. I can't heal the puffball or anything like that. So I should just keep their decay about even. If I could get wedding rings for Rector Flicker, that would make him pretty strong. Not quite the last wave. This guy is getting through. Can't have that. I want to make sure the Wickless Tycoon sees more of these units die. And now the Wickless Tycoon gets to see everything die. That was actually pretty quick. Contagious? Ooh, that's basically the same card as Pandemic. except it works on an entire enemy floor. Yeah, I'm pretty down for that. We can just have one copy of that rolling around. I am taking the Hell's Flame. We've got our draw solved, and our space is adequate. Okay, so Merchant of Magic lets me upgrade the Contagious. Yeah, I like that. Let's see. We don't want to Eternal Stone it, because it winds up getting cloned a bit too much if we do. There's nothing we want to hold over either. I could Eternal Stone a Gooey Flask if I want to keep having a Gooey Flask roll around. I think I'm going to Eternal Stone the Unnamed Tome, so that becomes part of our very small deck rotation now. Let me Holy Stone the Contagious. Get us a little bit of, like, Energy Tick, and why not Twin Stone it? Because I can. Not Energy Tick, Health Tick. Let's see. Bloodthirsty Blade doesn't do very much for us. Stoic Plate Mail's pretty good to put on a troop stack. So I will go ahead and grab it, keep our troop stack up. Yeah, +4 and +20. So +4 attack, even at the maximum level, this does not hit as hard as a Wickless Baron. So this is very much a tank. Bummer. I kind of needed him to do more work than that, but I guess we're fine. This is kind of nasty, isn't it? That could do things like killing off my Cluster Kernel and my Deathcap Prophets, so we're not taking that challenge. I'm going to have to contest with getting Fire Hunted and things like that, and our damage is not actually high. So let's see what we're capable of. I want Tycoon out. And I want a Remnant Host towards the front. No, the Remnant Host, if he's not placed in front of the mushrooms, he's going to cause a problem. 3, 4, 5, 6. Do not play a 7th unit. We're learning lessons all the time. Okay, out of this, I think we're just calling out Eager Conscripts. Let me bring out a Cheery Deathcap here. Should accelerate our kill on the Avowed Gladiator. Start rallying. Get the Infectory out. I don't have room for you unless I Drip Fall something. But if I Drip Fall something, I wind up dazing my entire floor. We cannot do that. I think I actually Drip Fall you. Keep stalling. I can bring the Entombed Explosive out here. He gets killed on this floor. That's fine. Just get some of these out of the way. Don't think I'll be doing anything with that this time. I think I might go for double Pandemic here. Yeah, it seems good. Because I think I don't have a clean route to killing things like this Avowed Gladiator. Want to go for Great Decay. Dripfall one of these two. Dripfall you. Pandemic on you is the only way you're going to die. So play that. I do have the option of silencing out things like this Resolve if I want to. It doesn't matter in this case. I'm going to hold the Frozen card so I don't have to redraw it. How much sap do these guys have to have before I can let them visit the fire? So he's got 9 total attack at -12. That would be a safe value for him to go visit the fire. Gooey Flask these guys, bring out Conscripts. Now that they're flasked, it should be safe for them to go wherever. Oh, threatening to lose the Wickless Tycoon. I'd rather not. We keep him a little longer, but this Ragewing Assassin lives. That's unacceptable. Let's make him die. Let's see. This guy in the back has no decay on him. Let's get a baseline amount, and then double Contagious the floor. If I had a spare mushy room for the top floor, that would be perfect. Okay, I'm pretty sure our Wickless Tycoon goes away here. Let's see. Sap 22 is, like, this much sap is more than enough for them to go to the pyre and not cause me any trouble. Pandemic. Contagious. Contagious. If I Pandemic them down here, they don't hit the Puffball. I can make one of these not attack so it doesn't kill the Tycoon. It's not great. Let's see, he's taking 256, he's taking 84 per turn. I'm just Contagious him one more time for health. Very good. You're safe. Yeah, we just play this strategy where we let everything leak. It's hilarious. Just want to tag everything here with Pandemic once, then play Contagious, and then on the second floor, we're going to Contagious the ever-loving crap out of them. Those guys are safe to press. Take a little damage here. I wish my second floor did more damage. Just want to play Contagious, 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 Contagious for health. And since we can contagiously propagate Mute, our opponents will not be allowed to have abilities. I don't want these. Oh, the grow room is playable. Sure. I can put a grow room on the bottom floor. And it's complete. I think I want to go to a Merchant of Arms on this area. It's my only way of getting extra power. We already have third upgrade on our green recruit. Our followers are junk. But that's fine. Yeah, let's run over here. Okay, Iron Tongue. We don't have anybody quick to sweep for us. An Echo Vault is pretty okay. Unfortunately, we can't Echo Vault the top floor. But our Echo Vaults probably wind up repeating Contagious extra times. I'm not too intrigued by it. Let me just re-roll this. I don't care about these either. I don't have a smidged unit to use with the Overgrowth Carapace, but I do have an idea for the Overgrowth Carapace, so I'm going to go ahead and buy it. What I'm going to do is duplicate the Puffball, and we'll wind up Carapacing one of the Puffballs. We'll leave one of the Puffballs unplayed for a really, really long time. Verdant Cycle's pretty good. The Waxer Snuffer actually goes pretty crazy with the green recruit, so we're definitely taking that. This is perfectly fine. Reroll that. Twisting Mycelium actually gets in our way a little bit. Fade's First Blade doesn't help very much. It's too late for a Lightstone casing. Magnus Pyre remains. I don't think there's anything else I can do here, given my current amount of energy. The Meat Shield is not very useful for us. It might keep the Wickless Tycoon in longer, but the Tycoon is an utterly useless unit. Let me buy it so I can put it on my first floor Puffball and keep him alive longer. And for that purpose, if I put a deployable upgrade on any of these, I think the deployable upgrade is the same priority level as the departure manifest. Let's find out. I'm going to put it on the Infectory, and we'll see if we get the Infectory in the opening hand or not. Doesn't matter to me too much if I don't hit it. So, Departure Manifest, pretty strong. We could have theoretically tried to go for Departure Manifest Judges Scales on that last bit. Yeah, I did get the Infectory. I'm going to keep using the same setup I've been using. Let me bring out the Death Cap Prophet first so he sees all the subsequent stuff. Bring out the Infectory, and I think I'll just bring out a second Puffball on the top floor right away. He has Titanite, so he doesn't get killed by the first attack. Yeah, it'll do 45, but it doesn't kill him. We got a Hef's Hammer on the green recruit. That's adorable. We didn't hit Dualism on the Puffball, because I didn't actually go to either of the Merchants of Steel that I was talking about possibly going to. So these Chosen Assassins are a little problematic. Bring out Explosive. I think I just deal with this by double pandemicing every time they show up. Yeah, actually just have you kill a follower here. That out, and get him out of the deck. Okay. Should be dropping Unnamed Tome to prevent the Rage effect. Get a Stoic Plate Mail up here to prevent that unit from dying. Play the Great Decay, drop a Meat Shield. All pretty handy stuff. Let me get a Remnant Post out. I do want this guy to last a while, so I'm going to play another blocker there. And I think I have more room for Dregs. I think it's just the one space. We're definitely not killing this Avowed Gladiator. I'm going to get the Dregs out of the deck. They're going to get sweep killed here, but I don't really mind. Now that I've played the Great Decay, our game plan should be getting more into full swing. I'm fine with losing the Wickless Tycoon here. I'm going to start with the no-brainer plays, which is all the Eager Conscripts. There's no reason to not play those cards. I think I need to Dripfall you. I need to hold on to him for a while longer. Could actually be Carapacing this Puffball. Let me go ahead and do that. I have space for a Dreg, so I'm going to bring it out. Now, I think I double Contagious this floor, so I need damage to be picking up on these guys. One's okay here. So I need to check these guys pretty carefully. So this one at the front of the line is doomed. I'm going to keep the mute going on the boss. We also mute the Harpist Protector like this. So this Avowed Gladiator and this Terrifying Amalgam are a little problematic. I think his health is really low. I'll drop him down. Because I think one Pandemic, maybe two Pandemics will fix him. So one Pandemic and one Propagate probably does that. Here, I want to bring in a Cheery Death Cap. So we've got Contagions. Oh, let me just Gooey Flask this floor, actually. That's enough sap. They're all dead. We've got Decay on everybody here. So I need to Pandemic the Chosen Assassin. Let's just Pandemic him twice if he dies there. Bring recruit back in. You got a shield of wing this time. That's cute. Uh, we have no sap on these guys. So it should be pandemic. Pandemic. I think 3 pandemics and a contagion fixes the floor. Yeah, 8 sap should be enough for them to do no damage. Let's see. I think the unnamed tome I'm gonna hold because I don't need to play it again. I am not like I'm working on enemies on this floor. I'd rather be working on them on this floor, I think. Well, I'd rather be following them wherever they sink at the boss. But we just don't have the ability to do it. Puffball's basically fine. We do pandemic, contagion, grow room. Sure, I want the grow room out of my hand. But I kind of want to grow on savagery here. Let me do this. This will grow all of their initial decay stacks. I might take a little damage from these guys. Nope. This guy with the 12 attack, I might need to worry about. Let's see. I'm going to go with my 3 pandemics and a contagion. So he's minus 16 out of 12. He should die in 1 attack on the next floor. I want to silence his harvest. His attack doesn't spike. Very good. Okay, moving into the relentless waves. I still need to be attentive to these. So I think I do that, and then, oh, we're losing units, because I let a Chosen Assassin get through. So I should just be able to pandemic him down to 1. Huh, he's still killing the Death Cap Prophet in the back. That's wild. That's how good his attack value is. If I silence him out of his strike gain, he doesn't kill the Death Cap Prophet. I thought that might be the case. Okay, I hope I can just focus on Seraph on the next floor. I just need to decay up Seraph a bunch. I think I get Fire Hunted here, because this goes to Relentless. Yeah, I didn't not have enough attack, not have enough health left over for these guys to decay out. Okay, we win. In which case, I can just play Shard, Guard. He's technically around. Contagious for a little health. I'm sad that I didn't find the wedding rings for Flicker with his 1200 health. It's gonna take a bit. For the Titans, the waves are a bit thinner. Oh, the other factor there, actually, is that if the Mushroom Stack is not taking enough damage, Flicker doesn't scale. Because the Mushroom Stack is not dying enough to get harvested. So his attack spiked up to about 400 in that last fight. but only once it was in a relentless round and the troops were under pressure. So, funnily enough, something I should have done this run, something like a spell chain on the Great Decay would have been really good. I'm going to start with nothing on the top floor. Let's see. The Wickless Tycoon is extra. Actually, I'm going to get rid of a follower. This is pointless. I'm just going to play him. I can play this too. I don't want to draw him. Okay, so I want... Let me do the Overgrowth Carapace on the top floor. And we'll do the Meat Shield on the bottom floor later. Start rallying up. Everything else going on is fine. Okay, no Great Decay yet. Okay, that kills the Supplicant. Good. I do want the Supplicant gone. I think I need to be more cautious about playing the Stoic Plate Mail because it makes the Fungi stack too tough. It's a weird problem to have. That's a throwaway. I think I want to get a Pandemic off on him. We are solidly drawing 10 every turn. The Deathcap Prophet is putting in a ton of work. Ooh, threatening to lose the Prickly Puffball. That is a little sooner than I thought. We want to silence the Entropy here. Oh, he never got equipment because I put it on the Puffball here. If I Meat Shield you, do you live? Cool, he does. Love to see it. We could probably do that. I could theoretically Dripfall Savagery. I don't think I want to. We can Grow Room here. It will keep the mute up on Entropy, so I don't have to worry about muting him anymore. Guess I can play that. Yeah, I think I actually Dripball Savagery to slow him down a little. The Chosen Assassin is alive right now, and that's no good, but we can Pandemic him. That deals with him safely. Used. Pandemic U. Bring out some conscripts, spare dregs, firelight. They'll go for that now. Play this. Okay. And I'm going to mute Savagery. Now, Savagery should basically stay muted because he's going to visit this Grow Room, and I'm going to start throwing Contagions at him. All of our Eager Conscripts. I think I don't want to throw Contagions in the Chosen Ardent because it overpowers my sap strats. So the Prickly Puffball is probably going to die just from the Purified Soul attacks and the Corruption. Corruption's rough. Yeah, I think I want to silence you so you stop corrupting my units. A little much, my guy. Let's see. Pandemic U. Okay, so this floor is we're gonna kind of lose control over this floor. I don't think I can drip fall this puffball twice to get him down to the first floor. So, yeah, the first floor is just going to be unchecked. Uh, yeah, it's just too much corruption. There's nothing I can do about it. I think I drip fall the zealot. Buys me more pandemics on the bosses. So with him silenced, we're not going to be able to Pyrelight him, which is fine. I can just like kill him with decay instead and regular attacks. One contagious there and one contagious here. There's no point in silencing this guy. It doesn't do anything. I don't want to redraw that. Yeah, the corruption gets him there. I'm going to silence this Ardent so I can play more freely. Let's see. Two of these units lack decay stacks. Okay, 500 damage on Savagery looks pretty good. Just gonna keep muting people. It's fun. You do real damage, theoretically. The Celestial Bastion does 0 damage, so I can let him leak and it's fine. Send his attack down to -2. He dies in the first interaction up top, so we're all good there. You hit a little bit, but we're actually fine with that. I mean, I do want the fungi to actually take more damage. It's funny. But I need some damage to be stuck on him so that he can properly decay out. Okay, these two are dying on just attacks. I think I need a Pandemic use to die as well. I need to stick a Pandemic over there. 25 per turn. Just Contagion this floor again. How's your mute? 3 more turns. You're fine. This is good. So with this, pre-pandemic Contagion. See, we're not getting through to this without Gladiator. I think I just focus on Contagion plays here, though. They've all got all the debuffs on them. These guys aren't too problematic. I'm going to silence them from gaining Titan Skin. Dominion's under control. How much more time do we need with you? 350 here? Okay. Like, theoretically 4 turns for Savagery to go away. This amount of sap means these guys are doomed. Let's see. Pandemic you, and I'd actually like to Pandemic Entropy, so our Contagions do more for us on this floor. And then we've got the blank throw, which is normally Savagery's row, but we dripfalled him, so he syncs up differently. This is such a little slap fight. want a Pandemic on you in the back. Play 3 Contagions to speed up our Savagery kill. Got more than enough Mute going around. Oh, I don't need you to have any abilities. Okay, Entropy should be about on schedule. The Decay is a little low. Yeah, between all the different floors, we're pretty good on that. We should be really close to the kill. It's probably this guy in the back. So 370 plus 200, like 500 something, doing like 600 something. So yeah, we're just a bit slow on our entropy kill. Let's see. It's funny that he's hitting for 230 on the top floor. This is what that unit is slapping for. Okay, we should win when I hit end turn. Yep. Score plays. I think Dominion might have actually run through all his sap near the end there. I was pretty comfortable with that win. I know that, like, Great Decay into Pandemic can usually win. It's a bit formulaic at this point. So Harvest Flicker was pretty disappointing. It just doesn't do that much.